Hello viewers, it's me Kulsum Ahmed. I'm here with the topic demand and supply analysis. So here we are going to see how forces of demand and supply are going to intersect. How do we get equilibrium? How do we have certain changes which are happening in the market? How do we plot those changes in diagram? So first of all, we are going to have the Marshallian scissor. This is the forces of demand and supply. We are going to keep quantities on horizontal axis, that is x-axis. We are going to keep the prices on the y-axis, that is vertical axis. And prices are known as independent variable and quantities are known as dependent variable. Then we have forces of demand and supply. This is known as Marshallian scissor. This is a basic diagram. Before plotting any market situation, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to make this type of diagrams. Now let's see what we are going to do. So before we had D, then we shifted to D2 or D hash. So this shift is happening because of any determinant change. Maybe income of consumers change, maybe expectations of consumers change, maybe taste of consumers change, maybe expectations, maybe fashion, maybe weather, anything that is going to influence the demand of consumer. If this thing is happening, we are going to shift our curve to the outward situation. And this area, now let's see, if we are on the similar supply curve, it means nothing has changed in supplies, like only prices have changed but nothing extra, like the supplier is not getting any favors, maybe in terms of getting lower raw material, in terms of getting lower inputs, lower taxes, having subsidy. Nothing has happened with the supplier is on the same line, but demand has increased, demand has shifted because maybe any determinant has changed. So this situation is known as the shift in the curve of the demand. So what will happen in the market? Overall prices in the market will increase, overall quantities in the market will increase. Now let's see what is happening in the next scene. Supply has shifted. Now supply has moved forward. So maybe government has given tax relaxation, maybe some subsidies given, maybe raw material has become cheap, maybe input prices has decreased, maybe oil or some energy or utility bills have been decreased. So anything that is going to motivate the supplier to increase his supplies, like if technological improvement has happened, if some extra sort of innovation is being done, so anything that will help the supplier to be available to provide more of the supplies in the market, this thing will shift the curve to outward and we are going to have a new equilibrium. So new equilibrium will happen to the place that overall prices in the market has decreased because the product is available more in the market and quantities will also increase. So demand is not increasing or decreasing, demand will remain stay same. If more of the products are available in the market, definitely if the prices have become low, people will be motivated to buy more, so overall quantities in the market will also increase and overall prices will decrease. So this is going to be a positive situation. So this scene happens when a product comes in the market and gradually it becomes common. Every supplier is supplying the product, so what will happen that the overall rates will go down and overall demand will be with everyone. Next situation, we'll start with the basic diagram. Basic diagram is demand supply, forces of demand and supply, Marshallian scissor. So let's see what is happening. Lower demand leads to lower price, let's see, and lower supply leads to higher price. So let's see what is happening. So demand has decreased. Maybe the product has become out of fashion, maybe weather is changed, like in summers you need not to buy more sweaters, in winters you need not to buy more ice creams. So what will happen? Overall demand will fall down. So if there is less of the demand, what will happen? Prices will go down and overall market quantities will also go down. Now let's see what is happening in the next diagram. Overall supplies has decreased. So supplies may decrease, maybe raw material has become very expensive, maybe inputs like oil, like labor prices, like different products prices have increased. So the producer is unable to make more and more products and make them available in the market. So what will happen? Because of high cost, he will reduce his production. So this thing will show that supply will be moving backward, and this because of this shortfall of supply, what will happen? Overall prices or inflation rate in the economy will increase, and overall quantities in the economy will decrease. Let's see what is happening here. Now here, supply is increasing greater than decrease in demand. Now these two things are happening. You will have to increase the supply more. If it was as it will, there should be a big jump with supply, and demand should decrease, but not that much as compared to increase in supply. So let's see what is happening. So there is less decrease in the demand, and there higher increase in the supply, and overall prices will fall down and quantities will increase. Now prices are falling because on one hand the supply is so much in the economy, in the market, and comparatively the demand is also decreasing, but there is less decrease in demand. So this sort of scenarios can happen in the market, and it will cause a very big decrease in prices and smaller increase in quantities, overall market quantities. Now let's see what is happening in next diagram. So increase in supply is less than decrease in demand. So we are going to decrease the demand more than increase in supply. So let's see, there is a little increase in supply and there is a bigger decrease in demand, and overall we are having a decrease in prices and decrease in quantities. Now when we are going to see these crosses, how would we understand that what is P1, what is P2, what is Q1 and Q2? Now we are going to give them numbers like S1, D1. S1 and D1 should be crossing, and where they are intersecting, that point would be E1, and their correspondence price will be P1, and their correspondence quantity will be Q1. On the other hand, there will be D2, S2, E2, P2 and Q2. So we are just at once we can understand if P1, P2 is falling, decreasing, so we'll say there is decrease in the prices, and if Q1, Q2 is increasing, we will say there is increase in quantities, because numbers are allocated. So here I have not allocated the numbers, but I have written S, then S dash, S hash. So this is how we are showing the change that is happening. Now again we are going to see what we are going to do. There is increase in supply, that is so much, and increase in demand is also happening, but that is little. So let's see what will happen. Increase in supply means that is so much, and increase in demand, but that is not that much. What will it happen? What will it cause? It will show overall prices will fall and overall quantities will increase. Now increase in demand is so much, that is big, and increase in supply, but that is little. So we are going to show a little increase in supply, and we are going to show a bigger increase in demand. So what will happen? This situation will cause increase in prices and increase in quantities. So this sort of things are happening in the market. When there is a new product that is being launched, its rate will be high, but gradually it will become common. Other suppliers are also producing, so what they will do, they will increase the supplies in the market, and there are higher supplies in the market. Demand is also increasing, but not that much more. So this will cause this sort of things will be happening, and through these diagrams we can elaborate any market situation. So let's see. We have certain few examples with us. We are going to plot this, we are going to give diagrammatical description to these statements. So first statement is, if Jackie income rises, what happens to his demand for airplane tickets, trips? Now airplane is going to be normal good for him. So when our income increases, we increase the demand of normal goods. Okay, if the income of most consumer of air travel rises and air travel is a normal good, what will happen to the market equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity of this good? Now let's see what will happen. First of all, we are going to have demand on x-axis and price on y-axis. Then we are going to have Marshallian scissor, that is S1 D1, and we are going to have P1 and Q1. And then what will we do? Demand of air tickets will increase. That will increase so much. So what will happen? We are going to move outward. So overall prices in the market of those air tickets will increase, and overall quantities in the market of those air tickets will also increase. So this thing is happening. If the taste for sneakers severely decline, like people don't like sneakers anymore, what happened to their price and quantity soared? So let's see. Taste has decreased. So first of all, we are going to make Marshallian scissor. Taste has decreased, means people don't want to buy, so demand curve should be going down. And see how demand is going down, because taste has decreased, it is a determinant. And we are moving from S1 D1 curve to S2 D2. S1 D2 means supplies will not change, because nothing has happened with the supplier. The problem is with the consumer. So what will happen? Overall prices in the market will be decreased, and overall quantities in the market will decrease. So prices will fall, quantities will fall. So this thing is happening when taste of consumers is going to decrease. Now this is the decrease. If price of materials used to make sneakers rises, means now the issue is with the supplier. What happens to the price and quantity sold of sneakers? So first of all, we are going to make the Marshallian scissor. It's going to be a simple diagram. Then definitely if the material cost is increasing, it means inputs have become expensive. So the investor will have to use more money to get lesser of the inputs, and that lesser input will make him have less quantity of the supplies. So what will happen? The supply curve will be moving backward, because now the investor is able to have less number of items with him, and he is able to make little amount of the products, because the material cost has increased. So he's having less of his sales. Now, if the technology for making some communication device, say cellular telephones, leaps forward, what is most likely to happen to the price and quantity sold? So if technology has increased, it means supplier is motivated. Now nothing has happened with the demand, only supplier is going to be get disturbed or get the benefit of that. Now supply curve will definitely move forward, because now more good technology is available in the market, and he is able to make more of the products. So overall prices will fall down, and overall quantities will increase in the market. Now consider the supply and demand for coffee in London. Suppose the price of tea rises sharply. If coffee is a substitute good for tea, what happens to the price and quantity of coffee? Now we are talking about the demand, we are talking about the consumers, because now on one hand we have coffee, on the other hand we have tea, and the price of tea has increased. It means more money is required to buy tea. So what the consumers are going to do, they would switch off towards coffee. So let's make the diagram, and Marshallian scissor is there, and then overall demand of coffee has increased. Now this increase has happened not because of price, but because of the substitute good, that is tea. Now this is how changes are happening in the market. A new rumor sweeps the country that eggs are great diet food, and they don't even raise cholesterol level. At the same time, advances in chicken husbandry increases the number of eggs that can be produced. What happens to the price and quantity of eggs? Now here, egg is a great diet is giving us indication that consumers are going to increase their demands. And on the other hand, we have chicken husbandry has increased the supplies of eggs. It means the change in demand is happening and change in supply is happening. Demand is changing because people feel that it is a great diet, so they are going to use it. And on the other hand, supplies are increasing because the supplier is getting relaxed and is saying that more of the eggs he can supply. So overall, what will happen, the same sort of change is happening, and the prices are going to stay indeterminate. They would stay same because as the demand has increased, so the supply has increased, so prices cannot change. So this thing is happening. And here we can see this was all about my lecture. If you liked my lecture, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.